Are you serious? I'm Ayo Consaco, fearless leader of Ayo Nation and the Me and Two Movement. Get your shit together, big home. Subscribe to the Big Facts Podcast.
This nigga's out here praying for a bitch like me. Write that down. Can't be out here playing with a bitch like me. This nigga's out here praying for a bitch like me, nigga. Fuck out of here.
This episode is being brought to you by, sponsored by, powered by viewers like you. Shout out to that boy Derek Hunn. Derek Hunn come through heavy on the PayPal. I appreciate that love, big home. Derek Hunn say, please stop supporting Diddy, big homes. I can't. It'll be a whole nother video if I go all the way into it. My just easiest response is they rushed the house on a federal RICO, and then when you get to court, all you hearing is freaky, you know what I'm saying, sassy stories. I wanted to hear about what the RICO is all about, and we'll just leave it like that. I appreciate you keeping it respectful as well. All right, she is on stage venting to her fans about how she's too fine to be alone and too grown to be played with. Very important situation if you didn't know, because this is where a lot of y'all, when I say y'all, I'm saying women in general on this right here. A lot of y'all get y'all confidence from quote unquote bad bitches, fine bitches who are pretty. They telling you, oh, you're so beautiful, and you listening. They telling you where the line is and where you should draw the line, and you going for it because you believe that this motherfucker, oh yeah, look at her, of course, you know, she got confidence. A man would never do her the way I'm getting did. Then you find out. I'm putting it on the floor to you, straight up and down. Everything gets old if you're a bad bitch. And you get to that level where you fucking with niggas like NFL players and rappers and NBA players and, you know, niggas with bags and shit like that. Not just niggas with bags, niggas with bags and bitches. You might as well be a regular 5. You know what I'm saying? You gotta set your scale for inflation on some shit. Everybody that's around this nigga is a bad bitch. Nobody has a stomach. Everybody got fat asses, fat titties, pure skin, teeth done, makeup heavy, but they got, you know, enough money to get exfoliated so they, you know, look straight without makeup. A lot of times that's what you can really, you know what I'm saying? What are you without the makeup? What are you without the hair? A lot of these built bad bitches, created players, when you get on this level, you was never on this. So it's like JT. JT was never on the bad bitch level, but now you come into some money, you build yourself into a quote unquote bad bitch, but you're dealing with niggas who deal with bitches who have been bad since they were, I don't want to say since they was born, but they've never had ugly girl issues. They've never had to portray themselves like a whore. You know what I'm saying? Like they're the, you know, the tomboyish, you know, friend, and they smart, went to school and all this type of shit. They wear low hair. It's their hair. They don't have on any makeup. Titties is right, naturally. no stomach because they, they do sports and shit like that. Ass is just so fat you would think that it would be, you know what I'm saying, but it's soft as fuck. And they don't even come out really, you know what I'm saying, showing it like that. Pretty feet, unblemished skin through and through. And they younger than you. And here you is, like, could you imagine how Suki Hana feel in a room full of bitches like that? Like you had to, it took your makeup artist longer than it would take the costume director to turn a motherfucker into Predator. Them motherfuckers take 8 hours to turn motherfuckers into creatures and werewolves and shit like that. It take your makeup artist longer than that to make you look presentable. This motherfucker just like Rhea Deal rolled out of bed with some jeans and sandals on. Like, and she has no smut on her. There's no smut, there's no video. There's no video of her twerking, let alone her getting fucked online. OnlyFans and shit like that. If she says she's a church girl, you can't say nothing about it because she doesn't have anything to say otherwise. She's bad and wife material. You just went and, cut your body up. Not to mention, you know what I'm saying, what the sex is actually like. A nigga will take the natural bad bitch who, is in college, it got the, the nice attitude, likes to do fun shit, don't got no smut online, don't even fuck with makeup. A nigga is gonna treat that girl like he's on an audition, because that could really be a wife, while you are, we go down the list and we not even talking about kids. She doesn't have any kids. You don't know who she's fucked. If she said she's a virgin, if she said she was a virgin, a motherfucker would believe her. See, this shit get kind of different when you go up these, a lot of you motherfuckers went to the doctor and what you saw in the mirror afterwards, what people were saying about you afterwards kind of went to your head a little bit, to where your self-evaluation got away from you a little bit. On top of the fact that you weren't really all you wanted was the body. So that's all you wanted, was you didn't give a fuck about the engine, or what the struts is like, the chassis, none. You just wanted the body of a Ferrari. You just put a Ferrari body on a Toyota. That's all you did. You put a Hellcat body on a Honda. All you cared about was what they saw, when you know that motherfucker had transmission problems from the jump. The car was running hot already. And instead of you addressing those real issues, you just went and put a body kit on. And now when motherfuckers asking you to race and shit like that, you know, it's like you can't not race because like this is what these cars is about. You done got into the big car clubs that you couldn't get in because it's a fucking Honda. Now you in the cool car club, but it's time to do what the cool car club people do. And you got so confused by what people were saying about the car and all that shit that you actually started believing that this was a fucking Ferrari, that this was a Hellcat, that this isn't a fucking Toyota Camry that runs hot, ain't got no power steering fluid in that motherfucker. You can't cut the bitch off because it won't cut back on. Air conditioning, forget it. You know what I'm saying? You forgot about it because how people were finally seeing you. And you then took your ass up there and got embarrassed. What good is this body kit when you still getting the same thing? The car's still running hot if you go over 50. Still can't turn that bitch off. You gotta leave that bitch on all night. So you gotta fill that bitch up before you go to the club because that bitch gotta run all night in the parking lot. You didn't change anything. That's why you getting the same. You still getting cheated on. Not just Cardi B. This is Meg Thee Stallion down the list. But what Meg Thee Stallion, I really need to do that whole video because Clay, like I said, y'all got different shit going on. But that's with niggas and bitches. So Meg Thee Stallion is whatever fucking number she was. But then she becomes Meg Thee Stallion, and now even niggas starting to believe that they eyes ain't seeing what they eyes are seeing. You know what number Meg Thee Stallion is, especially if you a nigga who done seen bad bitches before. But you start looking at this motherfucking body kit like everybody else, like, damn, that motherfucker might actually. But you know that's just a body kit. That's a pure body kit. That's just because, you know, she got, like, the bitch ain't. I'm hearing she doing Clay wrong, like doing him wrong. Like a little puppy. But that should be in y'all from the jump too. But this mindset of I'm pretty now. I'm fine now. I got ass now. I got titties now. I might not be pretty, but you can at least you can look at me. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't get cheated on no more. And that is the motherfucker with the body kit saying, I put the body kit on there. They let me into the car club. Why my car still running hot? Why the transmission still fucked up? You didn't fix that. You probably did it a disservice because you put this fucking body kit on it that's causing more strain. You didn't go and learn no new language. You didn't go and try to really find out what some of your problems are. Why you hit a wall, the wall that you keep hitting. And the wall would be after you fuck a nigga, you got about, from 2 weeks to 2 months before the nigga is bored with you. You can give the nigga, whatever you want to give him in the bedroom, whatever you think he wants in the bedroom. But it still ends the same way. You gotta make that nigga fuck you. You oversell your only card. Sex, 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 sex. A nigga will walk out of the house with you naked, ready to fuck, just to go and on a date with that, that 24-year-old college student or, intern that is actually thinking about, dreams and achieving goals. She not thinking about fucking all the time. The bitch probably don't know how to fuck. You thinking because you can make a nigga nut like a nigga, come on. The Europeans was fucking pigs and shit like that. When you actually start talking about a nigga, actually wanting a partner, every time he'll go with the girl that's unexperienced, but she don't got, when she say unexperienced, that means I don't do twerking videos, I don't OnlyFans, I'm not with the, none of that shit. That's a wife. You are what you are, what you said you are. Wet ass pussy and deep throat and whatever else sex name. But after sex, you have no purpose and no value. Then it get to a point where it's like nigga will do anything not to fuck you. This is why niggas get caught watching porn in the bathroom. And you got this bitch right here, ass fat and titty. Oh man, nigga didn't fuck that bitch every way he could, and you know what I'm saying. It was what it was in the beginning, but it's like after a while, it's just like, bitch, you look like every other bitch in the strip club, every other bitch in the music video. Like, what the fuck? I'm saying this to prove the point that these people that you think have the relationship answers, they don't. Cardi B best bet was to stay with Offset, because what you got is what you're gonna always get. That dude that you say is dreaming about you, you will never date him. You're going to keep on dating the same dudes that treat you the same way. You're going to keep getting the same thing. The most you'll get out of these situations is a child. And then you'll move to the next one until you can't. Do bad bitches get cheated on? No. No. Actually, maybe, yes. Bad bitches get cheated on. But that girl that is fine as fuck, but ain't with all the, over-sexualized bullshit, the wife material, that's the one. If a nigga can meet her at the right time, like, because a nigga will really be on pins if a nigga know what's going on. After a nigga done been through, the regular street nigga shit, you fuck strippers and all that shit. Dog, once you meet that, that girl that actually has dreams and all that aspirations, you really treat your relationship with her like a fucking audition, because you don't want to fuck it up. to where you'll even like, I'm gonna back up off of you until I'm ready to really, because I don't want to fuck this up. Because you are something that I don't want to get away. You know, like, and that's really what that is. Don't let these ladies, don't let these motherfuckers fool you with every surgery they didn't put in and all the money they didn't put in their body and all this shit, all this, sexual innuendo and all these OnlyFans people or whatever the fuck. They can't keep a nigga from cheating on them. A nigga would rather leave the house with them hot and ready to fuck and go on a date with a good girl. Bad bitch get cheated on, but that wife material, that good girl, she won't. And like I said, there's a bad bitch can be a nothing ass bitch. Most times they are. The good girl, the one that is focused on where she's going in life, she would never think of having a baby for a nigga to trap him. She thinks too much of herself. That would never be in her rule book. That'll never be in her playbook. This how I'm gonna get some money. The fact that she believes in herself and she, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what difference is. Every bitch want to say, all the guys I talk, they always say I'm so different. Different is what different is. If you different, then you'll know that you different. Like, your situation is different than these other bitches. And I'm gonna just leave that like that. But pay attention to that. That was so revealing. No pun intended. She on stage whining because all of those tricks that she has up her sleeve and all this shit, she couldn't keep a nigga from treating her like every other nigga has treated her when she didn't have no money. She's still getting treated like that Toyota Camry. Open your eyes up. Open your eyes. But that's what that is. We got some work we finna get into. I can't speak too heavy on it, but we got some shit coming. I'll see y'all in a minute. Love, love.